Ooh. Yeah, I got this over here. I need to start another one. I forgot. We ain't even on StreamYard. Okay. I ain't even gonna worry about it. Forget about it. Close. Nah, it's too hard. If I never saw it, I'd be all right. I would never know. Since I gotta look at this monitor. Not the only one that doesn't like to see themselves or hear themselves.
I definitely get it on that.
Bruh, I can't stand it. You sound like that. All right. Hey, what's going on, Warrior? Y'all about to me out shot Brakatha. Y'all was up in the building. Okay. All right. Let's look straight. Look halfway straight. All right, y'all. Salakia. We are the I.S.U.P.K. We started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We're in the Commander Gen.YAHANNA. And of course, we're not affiliated with any other so-called Black Hebrew Israelite, none of those groups. You understand? We've been doing this since 1969. We are the home of the truth. We teach Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians the truth out of this Bible, that you are the Lord's chosen people, and what we need to do in order for salvation. You know what I'm saying? The real salvation talked about in the Bible to come to the ghettos, barrios, and reservations. So Salakia for being late. We're going to go ahead and today is the law class. I did have a couple things on my mind. I forgot, for real, to be honest. So if anybody got any questions while I jog my own memory, I'll do them. Of course, yeah, today is 420, you know what I'm saying? The national day of getting high, you know, for all Christians and fake Israelite groups, that is, you know what I'm saying? But not here. Also, too, we're in the middle of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. This being the law class, if y'all got any questions, I know I've been getting a ton of questions about, you know, Feast of Unleavened Bread. Basically, we remember the Most High bringing us out of Egypt, out of our first, not our first captivity, but the big captivity in Egypt. The Most High brought us out of captivity with the mighty hand under Moses. We came out and we had to get out so fast because the Lord was killing their sons and killing their firstborn. We had to get out so fast that we didn't even have time to leaven, you know, to finish making our bread, basically. So the dough didn't even have yeast in it yet. You understand? So we remember this time every year. And the way that we remember it is by not eating leaven ourselves. The bread that we eat, we don't eat leaven. You know what I'm saying? And none of the bread that we eat. You know, we can get the scripture. If you would get the scripture on it, while I wait, see if anybody got any questions. Go ahead,
So, like, sir, are fried foods always made with leavening, like yeast?
No.
Are there any? Okay. Check. Sir. So, how are we able to identify if the food has yeast, like the fried food, if it has yeast in it?
How are you able to identify if okay? The best way to identify it is to cook it yourself. That's the best way you can do it. During this time, there's no way to tell what Esau is doing in his kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully enough, you know what I'm saying, on the food that you might buy out of the store is going to have the ingredients listed. You know what I'm saying? It's going to have the ingredients listed on it. And so there you can check. But as far as like going to a restaurant and asking, they don't know. They don't know what that prepackaged thing that they just threw into the fryer has. And so I don't even know why fried food. I don't know what frying has to do with it. But like, you know, the wise thing to do, as I've always done, you know, is stick to the stuff that I do know. Stick to the stuff. I stick to vegetables and meat. All right, meat without a breading on it. You know what I'm saying? So we talking about steaks, grilled chicken. You know what I'm saying? Seafood. Those are the things I stick to during the Feast of Unleavened Bread. If I'm going to buy it at a restaurant somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, you got to fry it yourself. Somebody told me that French fries have yeast in it, which makes no damn sense to me at all. I don't understand how potatoes fried in grease and seasoned with salt, what the hell you need yeast on it for? The hell is where's the flour? Where's the bread? Like, what's the breading? What's the breading on fries? I just heard it. It's a rumor. I don't know it for myself. Somebody said that McDonald's fries. I don't understand it. Doesn't make sense. Well, maybe there's well, I guess maybe that's why they last so long in your car seats. All right, well, yeah, but that's the best way to do it is just do it yourself and stick to those main things. You know what I'm saying? And it's so hard. You know what I mean? For Black people, Hispanic people, you know, we changing our life, and it sounds almost crazy. Like, I can't go to McDonald's. I can't go to Burger King. Nigga, cook. You know what I'm saying? Fry it yourself, and then you'll know. Cut the potatoes up yourself. I know it's unheard of. It is ludicrous and absolutely, but that it's not that hard. I mean, it's 1 week that you don't get to eat some yeast, or you know what I mean, or you can't go to Burger King or McDonald's. I mean, listen, it's what, you know, the Most High required us to do in the first place. If we would have did that, we would have never had no McDonald's or Burger King. You know what I'm saying? We would know what was in the food. We wouldn't have to worry about it. But since we're in captivity, so we have to do. You know what I'm saying? In order to serve our God. So that's pretty much that. All right. What's that? I need some real glasses. Hey, Shalom, Darsha. Yahweh Shemar Lathabah Hashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom, Courtney. Yahweh Shemar Lathabah Hashem Yahweh Shai. We're Shy in the building. Checking in from Richmond. What's going on, Warrior? Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Trooper Lock. What's going on, mighty man? Who's that? Yo, SHALAM. Supposedly it makes them crispy. Oh, put some crust on them fries. Got you. No sweat. Well, that's that. That's where we are with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, it's not a sin to eat no yeast. I mean, it is now. You know what I mean? It would be wrong for you to eat yeast right now. But, you know, yeast is a lawful thing. It's just, you know, we're remembering, we're rehearsing the righteous acts. You understand? You know, showing the Lord that even though there's no priest to come and put you out of the nation or stone you to death, we're going to do it anyway because we love the Lord that much and we hate slavery. It's just as much. We hate this shit. So, any other questions in the room? Do we have a scripture? Give me that scripture real quick.
Come, sir. The book of Exodus, chapter 12 and verse 1. And the Most High spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you.
Right. This is how you set up a nation. Like, you know, the white man got a calendar, but we had our own. And it was given to us by the creator of the earth, man. And this month will be, meaning this moon, this lunar cycle, however you want to call it, will be the first one to you. You know what I'm saying? To us, in the springtime, in what the white man calls April or March, it could be between like the end of March, sometime, you know, up until the middle of April, is that moon, is that month that starts the beginning of the year. All right. And that's when our new year starts, right? It started, you know, when we had the Passover around then, you know what I'm saying? That's around the time. Okay, keep going.
Yes, sir. Verse 3. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house.
Okay, come on.
And if the house be too little for the lamb,
All right.
let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb. Verse 5. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats.
So yeah, this is the Passover. You're gonna jump me down to unleavened bread, Baba Kushai?
Come.
Yeah, I know about the Passover. We just had a glorious time, man, out there in Cocoa. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's Passover is exactly what we're reading about right now, where Moses and Aaron were told that, you know what I'm saying, this is the first of the year and we're going to remember it, man. The Passover, you know what I'm saying, we're going to remember when the Most High passed over our houses. He passed over our people who kept the law, statutes, and commandments, who kept what the man of the Lord said. And he killed the firstborn of everyone else. You know what I'm saying? Everyone else who wasn't an Israelite lost somebody in their house that day. There was not one house where somebody wasn't dead, because somebody had to be the oldest. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was the oldest in the house. If you had kids, somebody was dead. You know what I'm saying? You might have escaped it if it was just you and your woman. But the firstborn, you know what I'm saying, of every house, somebody was dead. And if it wasn't, in your house, the cattle, everything else, something was dead in your house. Whatever it is you had going, something was dead, because this is the curse that the Lord brought on Egypt, you know what I'm saying, for how they treated Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, right? So that's the Passover. We celebrate it every year by getting that lamb, you know what I'm saying, which is what we did, man. It was glorious, man. The lamb slaughter, you know what I'm saying? The lamb was delicious, as it always is, you know what I'm saying? Got the lamb, the unleavened bread, the bitter herb, and all of that. And we remember, you know what I'm saying, that night when the Lord, night before the Lord killed the firstborn of Egypt, the Lord told us, listen, get ready. Y'all about to go. This is basically like the last meal you about to eat in this place. You know what I'm saying? Get you a lamb, fix it up, have your staff in your hand, your shoes on your feet, man, and eat it in haste. You understand? And so we do that every year to remember, to commemorate, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? The Lord killing our enemies or our slave masters or our oppressors for us, right? Okay, so we're going to jump down to the next high holy day, right after where we are right now. This is the very next day, Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Come. Exodus chapter 12 and 14. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to the Most High throughout your generations. Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever. 7 days shall you eat unleavened bread.
And it's supposed to be a feast, man. Like, you know what a feast is. What's a feast, man? Give me the definition of feast. Give me the definition of what a feast is, because I think people just think it just means you eat a lot. I think that's what they think it means. Give me the definition of feast.
Feast in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, an elaborate and usually abundant meal, often accompanied by ceremony or entertainment, a banquet, something that gives unusual or abundant enjoyment.
It's a party, goddammit. It's not you just eating a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a ceremony involved. It's something elaborate. You know what I'm saying? It's the Lord's Passover under Commander General GEN.YAHANNA that we do in the I.S.U.P.K. That thing y'all saw in Cocoa, that's a feast. You understand? And for 7 days, that's what we do. The Lord gave us an order to party for 7 days. Have an elaborate thing cracking off. Listen, we're doing it again down here Saturday. We're gonna have an elaborate feast, for nigga standards. We ain't gonna have. We'll do the best I can around here, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole to do. It's a ceremony, man. We're gonna have the Sabbath class. We're gonna sit in, chill and enjoy with each other. You know what I mean? That's what a feast is, right? So the Lord said that by an ordinance, like it is an order, it is a law that you do this. If you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, better known as the children of Israel, that But you got to do this every single year, same time, same month. Do it every year. You know what I'm saying? If you serve the Most High, the Most High, his part of his service is that you must party. Part of his service is that your service to him is that you have some wine and you have some good food and you have a good time. Now, if listen, his laws are not grievous to me. I don't know what y'all talking about. It is wonderful. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm enjoying it myself. So go ahead.
Yes, sir. Exodus 12 and 15. 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses.
Mm-hmm.
For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day until the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel. And in the first day there shall be an holy convocation. And in the 7th day there shall be an holy convocation to you. No manner of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you. Verse 17. And ye shall observe the feast of unleavened bread, for in this selfsame day have I brought your armies out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe this day in your generations by an ordinance forever.
Right, like the Most High wants us to celebrate the victory, the death of our enemies. He wants us to celebrate it every single year. And no Christian church is ever going to tell you this. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, even to say that would sound crazy to a Christian. To celebrate the death of the white man would sound crazy to them. You know what I'm saying? To celebrate the death of the African or the Chinese or whatever would sound crazy to them. Meanwhile, you join in the celebration that they have every year because of what they did to you. That's what Thanksgiving is.
Right.
Thanksgiving is them celebrating the death of their enemies, of the people who opposed them, right? Well, the Lord gave us this ordinance that we should keep it every year and remember what he did for our people who were enslaved, who were employees, who were oppressed, who were, racially profiled or whatever the case may be. The Lord gave us this a long time ago and we didn't want to do it. It was too much to party. We didn't want to party like this. We want to party a different way. You understand? Like, we are just as simple as we could be. All right. And so here we are. Our feast consists of some fried chicken from Publix and some grape juice and some wine that's got some white man's face on it or whatever. You understand? Like, this is our feast, man. When the Lord gave us a kingdom, he gave it to us, man. He took out other kings, pharaohs for us, and we just squandered it away, man. So we are showing the Lord right now in 2022 that, listen, I realize that I deserve slavery. I deserve not to be treated fairly. I deserve for my husband not to spend enough time with me. I deserve for my woman not to listen to me. I deserve for my children to go off and become whatever, smoke weed in the house. Lord of mercy, don't get me started. I had to choke a nigga around here. But I deserve it. I do. And because I deserve it, I got to find a way to try to make up for it. And that's what we do by rehearsing the righteous acts. That's what we do by Passover. You know what I'm saying? Making it as glorious and elaborate as we possibly can. You know what I'm saying? And big up, you know what I'm saying, to all the brothers and sisters, man, who worked and toiled for the last week. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was an event to see. You know what I'm saying? And, this brotherhood and seeing sisters come together, man, and make the impossible happen, man. Seeing brothers come together and make the impossible happen. You know what I'm saying? It gets you ready, man, for this kingdom. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm very proud, to know you brothers and sisters and to labor and to war with you. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if you don't understand it yet, what we reading right now, this is the beginnings of it. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what the Lord wanted us to be as a people, as a nation from the jump. And you seeing it in the I.S.U.P.K. If this is your first one, listen, it's something amazing to see how all these things come together and why the Lord had us to do it and why it's so important for our people. You know what I'm saying? To be the way that the Lord intended us to be, man. Because this is way better than how we were, man. So, are we to an 11 prayer yet?
Constantly, heard went through it, sir. It's like,
no, I didn't get the 11 prayer. You got to read it again.
come. Exodus chapter 12 and verse 15. 7 days shall you eat, like 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses.
Is this not the one where it tells you why? That's what I was waiting on. Salakia. Yeah, I know you read that, but I'm trying to get to the point of why we do it. Salakia. It's not in that same one?
I just tells you to do it, sir.
Okay, well, this is the law. This is the law that we have to do it as Israelites. With it, okay, I was trying to get the scripture why it tells us, or where it tells us why we do it.
Sir. Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 4. And verse 4. These are the feasts of the Most High, every holy convocation which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. And the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Most High. 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread. And the first day ye shall have an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
That was Saturday. That was the holy convocation. That was the first day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Go ahead.
Come. But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High 7 days. And the 7th day and holy convocation, ye shall do no servile work therein.
And that's why we say rehearse the righteous acts, because we don't make an offering made by fire anymore. Like the sacrifice was given to us in rulership. Like it wouldn't be a sacrifice right now. It would be a suicide. You know what I'm saying? If you just burning off lamb, when you don't have a lamb to, you know what I'm saying, to sacrifice. We got a lamb to eat, and we, you know, like everybody didn't do it. Every house didn't do it. You know what I mean? You know how many people wanted more lamb at the Passover? If I had one lamb for my household, we would feast for 7 days on that lamb, on the one lamb. Can't even do it. The shit was delicious. But what we do is rehearse what it is we would have done when we were in rulership. Right now, we're in servitude. Right now, we are in, squander and pain and, poverty. That's where we are now. You know what I'm saying? But still, you know what I'm saying? If you truly love the Most High, if you truly love your people, we're gonna do it, man, to get the Lord back on our side, to save our people, to save, you know what I'm saying, this nation. All right. Keep going.
Yes, sir. Leviticus 23 and 9. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, Will ye be come into the land which I give unto you, and ye shall reap the harvest thereof? Then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest.
That's not either, but you can see it here where it says, when you what? When you come into what?
Come. When ye come, when ye become into the land which I give unto you.
Right, like we hadn't even got it yet. But the Lord is giving you land. You know what I'm saying? How many of us own land? You own some land?
That little bit of cash out.
Salaki?
That little bit of cash I got over there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's what they're talking about, but
That's about all I can
that's
say.
it. Okay, well, big up to you for that little patch. That's not what he's talking about. Like the Lord said, when you come into the land that I'm giving to you, like the Lord gave us, what y'all look on the map or what you see on the news, that ain't Israel. That ain't what the Lord gave us, man. Like you got to look into Africa, which is ain't it the biggest continent on the face of the earth? Most of that was ours. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord ran them stinking piss drinkers out of there. You know what I'm saying? And gave it to us, a land flowing with milk and honey, a land that grows gold, gold grows out the ground. You understand? Like the Lord gave us all of this land to rule, for us to be over. No patches, not a something that I gotta pay property tax on. No, it belongs to me. You understand? Like I won't even say I own nothing in America. America can come and take it from you. America be taking stuff from other countries, from other kings. Right. They took all of damn Saudi Arabia. They took that. You know what I'm saying? They took whatever, the virgin, they took it all. So I won't even say that, you know what I'm saying? But this is what the Lord is telling us from what he promised to our forefathers, that when you come into this land that I'm going to give to you, that you remember all these different things. He's moving into the first fruits. But this isn't the one either.
It was down, it was in the same chapter.
Oh, okay. Salak.
Exodus chapter 12 and verse start at 37. And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramesses to Isupk, about 600,000 on foot, that were men besides children.
Right. It was 600,000. It was more than 500,000 just men. This is not including the children and the women, and I think the old, if I remember the scripture right. I don't think this was even counted. I might be wrong on that, but like this is like, if I remember, the 600,000 was like men of like fighting age. You know what I'm saying? Like they, I think it might go up to, I don't know, maybe 50 or something. I don't know. Keep going.
Go. Verse 38. A mixed multitude went up also with them, in flocks, in herds, even very much cattle. And they baked unleavened cakes of the dough which they brought forth out of Egypt.
The dough that they brought out of Egypt, they didn't get to put leaven in it. You know what I'm saying? The Lord told them to leave in haste. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, maybe somebody did leaven theirs, but most of everybody's like, damn, you ain't bring no yeast? Nah, I ain't bring no yeast. That's how I always think about it. Like, I always think about it like we just left in such a hurry. You know how you try and catch a flight and you late and you're like, God damn it, forgot the damn yeast. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had some yeast probably, but what it was is that most people, at least, it could have been everybody, but I'm thinking like at least most people did not have they didn't have time to do that. They was out of there, right? Read that part one more time.
Come. Verse 39. And they baked unleavened cakes of the dough which they brought forth out of Egypt. For it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt.
Right. Not that the Lord told them don't leaven your dough before you leave. That's not it. There wasn't a law. Like it wasn't wrong for them. They just couldn't do it. They didn't. They took what they had. We gotta pack that. We're gonna need some bread. You know what I'm saying? Throw that dough in there. You know what I mean? So they made cakes out of the dough that wasn't even leavened yet. You know what I'm saying? That's just up. Getting this. So they made dough they made bread from the dough that they brought from Egypt, right? That unleavened cakes because it didn't have no yeast in it. Keep going.
Come. because they were thrust out of Egypt and could not tarry, neither had they prepared for themselves any victual.
Any what?
Victual.
What's that?
Food, sir.
That's correct, right? Now that when it says that they were thrust out of there, do y'all remember reading that in the story?
Come.
Well, why were they thrust out? How were they thrust out?
If I may, sir, what was the guy? The king or whatever, he, after, their firstborn, everybody's firstborn was dead, he called for Moses and Aaron, and he said, y'all get out of here, he told them to leave.
Right. Meanwhile, Moses has been telling them for however long,
Right.
like the Lord said to let my people go.
Right.
But he wouldn't do it. And then when this last one was coming, the Most High let Moses know, like, hey, y'all get ready. I'm finna come through and I'm gonna kill the firstborn of everybody in their house. And I want you to have your staff in your hand, your shoes on your feet, and be ready to go, because he's gonna let you go now. You know what I'm saying? And they basically got thrown out of Egypt. Pharaoh didn't want, you know what I'm saying? They basically got thrust out because Pharaoh was hot. And he was sad and whatever the case was. So they got thrust out of Egypt. They got thrown out. They didn't have time to, pack and get everything together, the things that they needed. You know what I'm saying? You know how brothers and sisters are. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yeah, all right, Moses, cool. We're gonna eat this lamb though.
Yeah.
We're gonna tear this lamb the hell up.
They hadn't packed nothing.
Niggas wasn't prepared to go nowhere. Pharaoh is not letting us go. You know what I'm saying? So they sitting there, they chilling, enjoying, feasting with Moses. And when it came time, they had to leave with no leaven in their dough. Okay, keep going.
Come.
Or was that it?
Lie, sir. Because they were thrust out of Egypt and could not tarry, neither had they prepared themselves any victuals. Now, the sojourning of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years. And it came to pass at that end of the 430 years, even the selfsame day it came to pass, that all the hosts of the Most High went out from the land of Egypt.
So all of us got kicked out of there. And that's why we keep this day, or this memorial, this feast. It's not just this day. We are in the middle of the feast. You know what I'm saying? If we'd have been in rulership, guess what would be happening? A big party right now. A big party, you know what I'm saying? It would be like nonstop. A whole damn party would be going on through water. All right, so it'll be this whole thing going on right now. We have a class right now. Again, we rehearse the righteous acts, right? We ain't sacrificing no lambs because we can't do it. You know what I'm saying? We're not even able to do it. Niggas just got off work late to class because we're in hell. We are in oppression. We are in poverty. We are in, the worst conditions there are, right? So we you know what I'm saying? We don't get to have a feast or a party right now, but what we will do is still remember it. You know what I'm saying? And we'll do the best we can. We're gonna start it here Saturday, the 23rd at sundown. We'll be right here in 1628 Avenue E in Riviera Beach. We'll be doing the closing of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, right? We'll close it out. We're going to close it out with a bang because we can't do it every day, but we'll close it out. You know what I'm saying? Serious, as best we can anyway. All right, so, you know what I mean? That's where we at. I'll touch on a couple things as far as leavening. Look up leavening agents. I used to have one. That's what you should look up if you want to buy things from the store, if you want to get your kids something to eat. You know what I mean? If I were you and you're sending your kids to school and you want them to participate, like kids are not at the age of accountability. You know what I'm saying? So they might eat something. They might pick up and eat something at their school and it wouldn't be held against them because they don't know. But if you just want to get them into the practice of learning and, caring about, you know, the service of the Most High, send them a lunch, pack them a lunch, put all those wonderful goodies and things in there that, you know, that they can't eat, and send them to school for the, you know, the next few days or whatever. Other than that, you know, nothing really you can do out there because we got to go to work. You can't supervise your kids at school or when they're learning or whatever. So I would do that if it was, you know, at the house. Cook your food. You know what I'm saying? Like cook your, you know, I know niggas don't even know what scratch is anymore. You know what I'm saying? But cook your food from scratch. You know what I'm saying? Make not ready-made boxed up stuff unless you know, you looked up the leavening agents. You can look on that box and the ingredients: sodium bicarbonate, baking soda, yeast, there's some other ones I don't know the names of. You know what I'm saying? It's a ton of them. I believe Tarula yeast is okay, if I remember correctly from my couple of years being in the truth. I believe Tarula yeast was all right, but again, just check. Like just because it says yeast doesn't mean it's leavening sometimes, which was what I found out in my time being in the truth. But you want to look up leavening agents, and that will help you. You know what I'm saying? That'll help you to get it. So for the next few days, make sure you're eating unleavened bread every day. I get up in the morning with the coffee. I have my unleavened bread. You know what I'm saying? I snap off a piece of that matzah. You know what I'm saying? My rib is not baking no unleavened bread. She made a cake the other day. It was too wild. Like they got, you know, Esau, he tried to get around everything, man. He found a way that you can make an unleavened cake. And it was too wild. So you could do that, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, we just remember and make, that's why we eat it every day, to remember, you know what I'm saying? It's not that you just aren't eating bread, it's that you actually eat unleavened bread and remember that this is why we're doing it, what we just read right there. All right. Anything y'all priests wanted to add?
If I may, sir, in the same chapter, I had a question. Verse 43 says that no stranger should eat thereof. And verse 48 says when a stranger shall sojourn, you know, they can do the Passover. So my question was, is this two different types of strangers?
Okay, you have to read it. Did we not read that or something? I don't remember.
No, sir.
Oh, okay.
We didn't go down this far.
Okay.
Okay, concept. I'll start at 41. The first strangers in 43. Exodus chapter 12 and verse 41. And it came to pass at the end of the 430 years, even the selfsame day it came to pass, that all the hosts of the Most High went out from the land of Egypt.
Salaki. Don't worry about it, sis. They got it. Salaki. I can't see, man. I need glasses. The writing is too damn small, though.
Like me.
I know. But I see, I'm gonna own on. I'm gonna own it. You won't own it.
Got them all.
I see you. I see what you're doing, huh?
How does that look?
No, you see, we looking at ceiling fans and
Oh,
vents.
shoot. Okay.
All right, so I was trying to see if there's any questions.
I guess.
Yeah, why is it seem so short now? What are we doing?
I plugged it in the wrong side. I should have plugged it in the other
Oh, you
side.
could plug it in the other side. All right, no sweat.
Slaki said, if you don't see a question, I have one.
Okay, what you got?
I know we go by the Gregorian calendar now, but what was the original time frame within our calendar back then?
Say what?
How many days were in our calendar before people adopted the Gregorian calendar?
I'm a slave.
Say what now?
I'm a slave. I don't know. Man, I grew up in slavery is what I'm trying to say. Like, I've never had a calendar of my own. It's the reason why I'm in the truth. It's why I'm here now, so that I can find out how many days the Lord actually gave us. But I have no clue. Just to be honest, like these devils, like whatever calendar they got, I don't know. That's why I try to explain that. Like, we rehearse the righteous acts. There's no way. People ask us, well, why is it that the UPK is having their Passover today and Purple Rain had theirs over here, or somebody else had theirs 2 weeks earlier, or somebody else's nigga, because nigga, nobody knows. We're using what you call it?
Gregorian calendar.
We're using the Gregorian calendar. Before that, it was a Justinian calendar or something. I don't know. The Roman one.
They were Julian.
Okay, whatever. Who cares?
Oh, my bad.
That was my point in saying it like that. Who cares? Whatever they got going, that's theirs. They took days out. They changed the times. They changed the seasons, whatever. What we're doing is rehearsing the righteous acts. So it's not something that I have to go through. I don't know. You know what we use? We use some white man's almanac, farmer's almanac, to try to find, because we ain't watching the moon every night. We don't have to, it's not for us to do that. He does that. We ain't got no crops to worry about. He's worried about. He's got a farmer's almanac, so he knows when he should plant, when he should harvest. Well, the Lord gave it to us from what is in the scripture, what the brother read before, like, this month shall be the first of the year to you. For in Adam was told, all of these things, what month, when, and where, and whatever. But it wasn't something that we, hung on our walls or anything like that. The months change, which is what the white man knows. The moon, you can't count. Why do you think there's 30 days, has September, April, June, and November? All the rest got 31, except for February. We got 20. All of them got different. It's a month. Some got 28, some got 30, some got 31, because you can't determine when the moon is going to do what the hell it do. So unless I'm sitting here watching the moon every night, and let's say you got a cloudy night and you don't see the moon, then what? Right. So don't think like how they think, like, how many days was it? Nope, not how many days. Like, how did the Lord tell us to do it? The Lord gave us the moon for months, for times, and for seasons. That's what we use. If we were in rulership, that's how we would do it. We have brothers, man, you know what I'm saying? In another tribe over here, Zebulon. Hey, yo, is it cloudy over there with y'all? Okay, is the new moon here yet? Cool. New month. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was cloudy in Judah, in the land of Judah, even if it was, you couldn't see it here. That's how we would do it. You know what I'm saying? In running the kingdom. So it's not about the days. It's not about how many days. It's about serving the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And it's a spiritual thing to serve the Most High. It's not a, oh, you missed it. If I missed it, it was cloudy. Does that mean that I broke the law of the Most High? That's not rhetorical.
Oh, no.
Why not? Use the mic, please. If I missed it, let's say if 14, what is it? The 14th day of the first month, right? Let's say if I missed the first day of the first month. So now I'm like a day behind. I'm a 14. All right? But I did it. Oh, dang, there you go. I know we passed the new moon. I didn't see it the other night, but we passed it, and I did it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the spirit behind the law? Like, how do I ask it? I'm asking it wrong. Would I be committing a sin if I missed the first day?
It wasn't intentional, right?
No.
Okay.
I couldn't see.
No, we rehearse the righteous acts. Like you're doing what you can.
Rehearsing the righteous acts is now. Back then, there were acts that we do. I'm saying, okay. The precept would be, give me where there's no knowledge, there's no, what is it? You can't sin if you don't know. Give me that one. I don't know that one.
I thought it's just a lesser punishment. Doesn't mean you.
Nah, you can't sin if you don't know. That's why I was talking about the kids earlier.
Does it go with the most how we get that ignorance?
Oh well, you have to give me that one, dude. That winking, that would be a good one.
I think the one I was referring
But-
to was in Hebrews. I could try to find it.
No, sir. It says where there is no sin where there is no knowledge. I think is how it goes. I'm jamming it up. Help me out. Where the priest at around here, man? Well, I mean, you know, the walking precept books. Ricabia, where you at when I need you? I ain't mean to put you on the spot, but there is no sin. No.
Hold on.
How I say it? I forget how I say it, man. I'm paraphrasing the hell out of it. All right, Isupk, you getting the wink at that ignorance? Okay, and Shaq, you getting
Trying to find the circle.
man, hold up. Let me
No
help you
sin,
out.
there is no knowledge. That's what we're talking
Oh yeah, I think I made it up. It's cooked.
This not the one.
Stop.
Yep.
I got one. Book of Romans, chapter 4, verse 15. Because the law worketh wrath, for where no law is, there is no transgression.
Law, not knowledge, right? So meaning, like, okay, wait a minute. There is no law. Okay. I don't know if that's the one. There's no, read that one more time. Go back up. Go back up like one above it. Let me make sure. There is no knowledge. It seems like you can't. It's like it's saying that you can't sin if you don't know. Like no is in there. Should be a no. KNOW, no.
It's like I got one in the book of Romans, chapter 3, and verse 20.
Okay.
Therefore, by the deeds of the law, there shall no flesh be justified in his sight. For by the law is the knowledge of sin.
Nope.
Okay.
Go
Romans
ahead. What's
chapter 4 and verse 14. For if they which are of the law be heirs, heirs, slightly. For if they which are of the law be heirs, faith is made void, and the promise made of none effect, because the law worketh wrath. For where no law is, there is no transgression.
That's it. Okay. So meaning this, where there is no law, you can't sin, right? So meaning, okay, that's the one that's saying like if the Lord doesn't tell you, if the Lord doesn't say like, is it wrong to jump out of a plane? Technically, no, because there's no law. You know what I'm saying? There is no sin. But that's not the one I want. The one I'm thinking of, dang, why I can't? Maybe I got it, mixed up. Let me think on it, because that sounds about right. That sounds about like what I wanted though, but I think I had it mixed up. I'm thinking no knowledge, like where there is no, it's like no knowledge of sin.
This not the one I was looking for exactly, but it kind of touches on what I was thinking. It's Luke 12, and I think it's 47 to 48.
It's the mic. It don't work?
Okay. I tried.
So you gotta turn on.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is that working?
It's on. I hear it.
The one This isn't the one that I was looking for, but I think it touches on it. It's Luke 12, and I think it's verses 47 through 48.
Yeah, that's what the brother said. There will be punishment in glass, but I'm not sure who it said. Because both got beat in this passage. Yeah, I think that's the one I was thinking of, the one in the shot guy where there is no law, there is no sin. I think I just mixed it up. But okay, to the point. We'll go ahead and read whoever got Luke, but while they get it, like to the point of, you know, how it's saying that, like how I was saying, like if you missed the moon, right? You didn't know for whatever reason, and you still wanted to, you know, serve the Most High, like you would continue and do it anyway. But that's basically what our people are doing. Like now, all we have is the white man's almanac, or you know, we can sit and watch the moon. But unfortunately, we gotta work, and because I gotta work, I gotta sleep. I can't watch the moon all damn. You know what I'm saying? So because of it, the Most High took away the priest to, you know, like they're not over us anymore. Like we're in captivity under another nation. So these are not the people that are punishing us or arresting us anymore. You know what I'm saying? What we do now is rehearse the righteous acts. Without the law, we still keep the law. Without no police officers or priests, we still keep the law. In 2022, we're going to keep the Passover. We're going to keep the Feast of Unleavened Bread because it's what the Lord told us to do. All right. So we got what y'all holding? Give me I.S.U.P.K first.
Come. This is the book of Acts, chapter 17, verse 30.
What do you mean?
Acts chapter 17, verse 30. In the time of this ignorance, God weakened that.
Go up above it.
Okay. Verse 29. The book of Acts, chapter 17, verse 29. For as much then as we are the offspring of the Most High, we ought not to think that the Godhead is like unto gold or silver or stone, graven by art and man's device. Verse 30. In the time of this ignorance, God winked at, but now commanded all men everywhere to repent.
Right, okay. That does say what I'm talking about. It wasn't the scripture that I was thinking of, but okay, this is saying like we came up in Rome or wherever. This is Acts, wherever they were at. We came up in America, we came up in Mexico or Puerto Rico or Haiti or wherever we were scattered across the globe. And we didn't know what the Most High wanted for us to do. We worshiped Saint Mary and Saint Peter. We worshiped white Jesus and the Ankh and whatever else. We worshiped all type of things. You know what I'm saying? And this scripture is saying like you cannot lower the Most High to some gold or some graven image that you're going to make. The Most High is not that. That's not how you serve the Most High, by bowing to a statue or leaving oranges or whatever in front of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were just raised like that. It's all we knew. You know what I'm saying? And so many of our Hispanic brothers and sisters were raised in that Catholic church where you worship every statue that you saw. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you know, it was just, it's part of the culture. You know what I mean? Blacks in America were raised to worship the white man himself. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever image, whenever you see him, he is God Almighty to you. You know what I'm saying? If he wears this, you must wear that. If he says this, if he eats this, if he does that, you do it. You know what I'm saying? Well, in the time of our ignorance, the Lord winked at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't the same as you knowing what it is you're supposed to do, or being told what you were supposed to do and then just bucking it and rebelling against it. We didn't know the law. There was nobody there You know what I'm saying? So this is a good scripture. This will go with what we just read as far as the law and there being no sin. Like our sins came way before. You know what I'm saying? We for sure are still sinning, celebrating Christmas, this, that, and the third, being homosexuals, being drug addicts. But guess what? Because of your ignorance, the Lord kind of winks at it, like, okay, I see it, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give him a chance to get it right. I'm gonna act like I didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? As a parent, we do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? I've definitely seen, uh, something that my kids did. I ain't gonna put them on Front Street in the class. You know what I'm saying? I done seen something my kids did, and because they're young, because they're what, I might be like, all right, I'm gonna let that go for right now. It's still wrong, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. I'm gonna teach them. Like the wink is just like I'm not gonna punish them as I would if they knew. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give them what it is they should be getting for that. And this is exactly what the Lord did for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Like we should all be dead. There shouldn't be a nigga living nowhere on the face of the planet. We should all be dead. So it's like the Lord gave us a bit of grace and mercy to where we're not dead, but we're in slavery. We're in, the ghettos. You know what I'm saying? We're jammed up. We're poor as hell. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord winked at it in our ignorance. You know what I'm saying? But now you come into the truth, you're no longer ignorant. You know what I'm saying? You want to go and get high now, you're going to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You want to pop whores now, listen, you know what it is. You want to leave your husband and be with whatever man you could find, you're going to deal with it. He's going to, you know what I'm saying? He's going to beat the hell out of you. He's going to, whatever. So that's that. What else did we have? Was there any more?
Verse 31. Because he hath appointed a day in the which he will judge the world in righteousness by that man whom he hath ordained, whereof he hath given assurance unto all men, in that he hath raised him from the dead.
Right, man. So listen, there's going to be a day of judgment, of reckoning. You know what I'm saying? So we have that grace period right now. We have that time to get it right. But there's going to come a day when thermonuclear warfare is going to hit America, and you are going to be in a lake of fire. You know what I'm saying? Along with your enemies that you don't call your enemies. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is going to judge this place. You know what I'm saying? By the hands of those angels, by the hands of Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? He's going to judge this place. So, that's it on that. What was you holding? The one the sister called for?
The book of Luke, chapter 12 and verse 47. And that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes.
Mm-hmm. That's what. Okay, that's perfect. I'm glad I had him read that first. So that's exactly what I was just explaining, right? Like we still get punished. We're in the ghettos, in the barrios, but we didn't get what we could have got or should have got, which is death, right? So those that know, they're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Those that didn't know, you're still sinning, you're gonna get less. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Lord winking at it is like. It's like him just, okay, I see it. It's like, you know what I mean? Like it's just so let's say back to the example of a brother, which I asked the sister the question, what if a brother missed the first day of the month, right? The new moon came yesterday and I didn't see it. Does this fall in this same category that we're reading right here? Is this brother gonna get beat with stripes? I mean, or be punished because
He knows the law, but he just didn't see it. Like he didn't catch
said
it.
it?
It seemed like he knows it. Sorry. He knows the law, but he just didn't see it.
He didn't see the moon.
Yeah.
Right.
It was strikes, maybe.
Okay. All right. It says he did not break the law. This is the spirit of the law. What you're saying is what the priests did back then. They governed and they ruled by the letter of the law.
Right.
That's what they did. That's the letter of the law. But if you understand the spirit that we serve, the power that we serve, there's a spirit in this law. That brother did not sin, not willingly, not ignorantly, period. He missed the day. Okay. The difference would be, just think like somebody who is a homosexual, right? Now, a homosexual, that being a homosexual is a sin against the Most High. But you didn't know. You thought it was an alternate lifestyle. My auntie was a homosexual. So and so was a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? So to you, because you weren't taught the truth, you came up in the Christian church and whatever, this is what you thought it was. That's the Lord weakening. You are still sinning. So you might get syphilis or gonorrhea or AIDS or whatever the case may be. You understand? That's different from somebody who I don't know the day. You can't look at a calendar and be like, oh, it's today. Because guess what? The person who writes up this calendar, they're not basing it off the moon and all of this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not really. You know what I mean? It's days. Kind of falls where it may. Daylight savings time, whatever. That's why we use the farmer's almanac and not the white man's calendar. You know what I'm saying? When the equinoxes and all of that align or whatever, and this is this time of year. So let's say if a brother who's trying to do that, who is in charge of that, misses it. Let's say he doesn't have satellite technology or whatever, and he misses it. And instead of starting on counting on the actual first day of the month when the new moon first showed up, he started on the second one. You're saying that he's going to get beat for that? It was cloudy. It's not like he missed. It's not like he just got high and drunk and just missed it. That would be different. But he couldn't see. There was no way for him to know. He couldn't know. He's been waiting. The clouds clear up the next night, and now he knows. The spirit of the law, and that's what, anyone who's going to be in charge has to have. Like that's, the judges in the court system, that's their job to get the spirit behind the law. Some people might get this because of, what do they call it in court? Why would a judge motive? Because of their motive, right? Like because of why they did what they did. Let's say if you ran somebody over in your car, right? What was the motive? Did you have a motive? I hated him. He stole my girlfriend. Run him over. As opposed to vehicular manslaughter. Is that one?
I think so.
You're supposed to know this.
No, I don't. That's not my field.
Okay, well, point I'm making is this person would get a lesser charge because even though they killed somebody, it wasn't on purpose. You know what I'm saying? They would get less stripes. They would get less time. This other person who he meant to do it, he's getting all the time. They're throwing a book at him. Let's say if a person is driving, now I gave you the two, the many stripes, the less stripes. Now here's the third one that we're talking about right now. What I'm asking about, you can't see it. let's say this cat is riding on a bicycle, no reflectors, no nothing, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? This cat is doing, the cat in the car is doing the speed limit, minding his own goddamn business. And this dude decides to just swerve off into the street because he didn't hear. I had one of them electric Teslas. He couldn't even hear me coming. You know what I'm saying? And he gets hit and I kill him. How many stripes do I get for that? I will be acquitted. I'm not at fault. It's not my fault. He would have been at fault, right or wrong, even if he died. No?
No, I'm following.
Oh, okay. You're looking confused. So he would be at fault. It would be his fault. It's not mine. And it's not even a fault. Like, he just messed up. You know what I mean? I hate to say fault for somebody that would have died, but he made a mistake.
I get it. You gotta take personal responsibility.
No.
No?
He's dead. He can't take personal responsibility.
He did. That is a personal responsibility.
No, that's not. What happened was, it was something outside of my control. That's what happened. So when I hit him and I killed him, or I missed the day, it was something outside of my control. I couldn't see the sky to know the new moon was here. So it's outside of my control. You think the Lord makes the clouds. How am I going to get beat for that? I couldn't see where I'm at. You follow? Okay. So that's what like how we understand like the amount of days, the Passover, whatever. What we do is do our best, to the best of our ability, to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. And the Most High is a righteous judge. He's a merciful power. He's a graceful Father. And he wouldn't, you know what I'm saying, he wouldn't do us like that. And neither should we do it to each other. Neither should we do it to our kids or our the brothers that are under us, or the wives that we have, whatever the case may be. You understand? So let me see. Y'all was Isupk got crazy fingers over here. Isupk said Luke said, okay, cool, because both got beat in the passage. One just got more stripes. Yep, okay. Questions are leniency. Okay, so yeah, hopefully y'all get the point. So yeah, I ain't worried about how many days are on the calendar. All we do is follow the laws of the Most High to the best of our ability. That is different from us rehearsing the righteous acts. Right now, we're practicing. You understand? Like that rehearsing the righteous acts is really saying like we're practicing what we're going to have to do. Right now, no man is justified by the law. We've broken every law there is. If I come back and I keep every single law that is in the Bible right now, I still can't be justified. You understand? So I can't be justified by that. But what I'm doing is showing the Most High that I ain't nothing, that I deserve what I got, and I'm going to do it anyway, even though I can't even be justified by it. I just know it's right. I know I should do it. That's why we keep the Feast of Unleavened Bread. That's why the Most High sent Yahushua to die for all the things that we did before. So now we're coming back. We're keeping the laws to the best of our ability. Lord allow, soon we get the kingdom back, and we'll be put in that position to be justified by the law again. But if you've been rehearsing, it shouldn't be that big a deal. You know what I'm saying? If you killed off this old person without having no priest to come and kill you for it, you should be all right. You should be in rulership. You should be over other brothers and over other sisters if you can rule yourself without having somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of this. That's why we do it. Did I answer your question? Most High in Christ. All right. So the other thing that I wanted to get on to, go over a little bit today, was this 420 thing. You understand? Like, yeah, I just realized it today. Somebody put it on Facebook, like something about 420, and it made me think. Of course, growing up in the world, like even in the world, it wasn't a big thing to me, but 420 today, the national day for white boys to get high, and it's okay, and it's whatever God they're worshiping. Listen, we can't worship no other gods, man. We worship the God of this Bible, the God that says that we eat unleavened bread today. You know what I'm saying? Like, in every one of these days, we cannot eat leaven. That's what we follow. But they follow a God that says that you should smoke weed today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't love the God of weed if you're not smoking weed today, right? So, what I want to go into is just serving the Most High, not following these other nations, not following their customs and all of that. So, of course, we can start off with Jeremiah 10. We'll go ahead and get that because, this is what we learned in this place. You know what I mean? Like how the scripture we just read says that in our ignorance, the Most High winked. You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, listen, if you don't know that getting high is evil and wrong and all the bad things that can happen behind it, if you don't know that, being a homosexual is wrong, or, like, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's been going on a long time. What? Man, so let's go ahead. We'll start with Jeremiah 10. Let me get my notes real quick. Whenever you're ready, I'll go ahead.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, starting at
Jeremiah, is it 10 and 15 or 15 and 10? I know that's in my head.
how does it go?
Yeah, I know. Learn not the way of the heathen.
Okay. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Okay. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Most High, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Right. Like, here's this, like, again, and that's so heavy because we just bringing it out, like, being dismayed at the signs of heaven. What is being dismayed at the signs of heaven? Anyone know?
Like when you read zodiacs and stuff and believe in stars.
I don't even know what is a zodiac. What does it mean? I know what it's talking about, but what does it mean? What is it? You said when you read the zodiac.
When you base your life on the constellations.
No, that's not wrong. We base our life off the constellations and the truth. In the truth, that's like what I just said. That's how we know when to plant, when to harvest. We base what we do that we just read about. This is the beginning of the year for you. Right. We base it off of that. Right. That's why I asked, because the zodiac, I think people have, I don't know what the zodiac means. So if it's some, but basically, Adam was taught by the Most High to read the stars. He was taught to know. This is, how they, whatever it is they worship, whether it be Christmas, Easter, what's the other one? October, Halloween. All of those are equinoxes, right? It's reading the stars. It's knowing that the earth is in this certain place, this certain position in the universe, and it's time to do this. The way the Lord has it set up, this is a good time for this. It's a good time for that. Boom, boom, boom. But it has nothing to do with, you're gonna meet the woman of your dreams today or the man of your dreams today. It has nothing to do with that. Has nothing to do with, I don't know. That's not what it is. But we do base our life off of, how the Lord set this place up. Right? So when it says, do not be dismayed at the signs of heaven, what is that talking about?
Have this made in the Merriam-Webster dictionary.
I said zodiac.
Zodiac?
That's what I wanted. I know what this means. If y'all don't know what this means, that's fine. But you didn't give me zodiac. I had what the zodiac was.
Zodiac in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, an imaginary band in the heavens centered on the ecliptic that encompasses the apparent paths of all the planets and is divided into 12 constellations or signs, each taken for astrological purposes to extend 30 degrees of longitude.
What? Lost me at imaginary. I don't even know. It's like the first word was imaginary, right? Okay, that's all I need. Done. I don't even know what the hell that was saying. The astrological. I don't know none of that. I don't know nothing about none of that. We be looking up stuff all night. But the point is that the zodiac has nothing to do with anything that's practical or real. You understand? It's imaginary.
So like, does Alexa work?
No, that bitch don't never work for me. You can try.
Alexa.
I hate Alexa. I'm a cancel a beach.
I got another one too.
I'm getting me an Android. They got an Android, one of them?
I know they got Apple. I know they got Apple. iPhone.
No, I don't want that. I figure that's what she is.
Nah, she's on Android.
Oh.
It's Amazon.
All right, got it.
All right.
Time to get me an iPhone. No.
Verse 2. Learn not the way. Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain.
What are the signs of heaven? I'm trying to skip the question. What are the signs of heaven?
What are the signs of heaven?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
To be dismayed is to fear.
Yeah, to fear, to be distraught or depressed, like a whole lot. I said he got the definition, but if that's what you want, I mean, you're basically right. You're in the context of what is the definition, I saw?
Dismayed in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, experiencing or showing feelings of alarm, concern, or dismay, upset, worried, or agitated because of some unwelcome situation or occurrence.
Fear works just right. That should run right on in there. Worried, all of those things, right? Like, okay, so to be dismayed at the signs of heaven, what does that mean?
What that mean to not to fear the signs of heaven, the stars and the moon.
Why would you fear the stars and the moon?
Because like the signs of heaven is that like the seasons, like you know what I mean, like this season and that season, like fearing, what the season will bring.
That's not it.
So it's saying not to fear, like what the stars and the moon are showing you.
What are they showing you?
It's showing you the times that we're in, the time of trouble.
How?
Because of the way we go by the stars and the moon is according to the calendar or according to, our days or whatever. So I'm guessing like that would show you that this day is coming type of thing.
I mean, close, but you was closer before when I told you about when you said about the zodiac.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so why anyone would be dismayed by the signs of heaven? Like our people, the stars don't tell us that I'm gonna have bad luck today.
Right.
But to other nations it does. For us, the stars let us know when I should start a plantation. It'll let me know when it's good for to fertilize right now. I don't know, whatever. Different things, practical things. I'm trying to think of other things, but all I can think of is farming right now. That's the only thing I'm trying to get off of that. But
so like when the tide comes in, fishing.
Not the constellations.
The moon.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that constellations have anything to do with the tide. I know the moon does. I don't know, but okay, all of those things that we don't even know anymore, all of that stuff we use. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for other people, it's not good for you to start a business right now. You know what I'm saying? Because Saturn hasn't aligned with Venus and Taurus and Pisces. That's all the stuff that you was reading about the zodiac. Some imaginary band of whatever stuff that that's what they did with it. You know what I'm saying? So when we're reading it here, this is what was happening in our captivity. You realize that Jeremiah was in captivity.
Right.
And those people that were around him, that's the stuff that they believed on, right? So he's like, the Most High is telling him, like, for my people Israel, shouldn't worry about palm readers and tarot card readers and whoever's looking at the astrological projections and whatever. Who gives a damn? Be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. That's what the crap that they're talking about. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, for them, it's something different than it is for us. Right? Go ahead.
Come. For the customs of the people are vain.
Yeah, what they believe in means nothing. It's empty. That's why he's telling them, like, don't be dismayed at what the hell they saying. That's their customs. The things that they're saying, they mean nothing. That zodiac astrological crap is, that's it. Go ahead.
Okay. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
This is one of their customs. Why the hell do they do that? It's based off of their watching the constellations, the signs of heaven. It's this time now. What do you think Halloween is? Every single year, they know that at this time, when these two things, they call it equinox. When these two things align, it's time to worship Samhain, or whatever the case may be, or Nimrod in this case is what they're, you know what I'm saying? At this time of year, we know what it is. Everybody at one time used this. Keep going. Nobody used the calendar. There was nothing hanging on Pharaoh's wall to let him know what day it was. He had people, astronomers, or whatever they call them, to watch the stars. That was their goddamn job. He would position them the same way that the white man does today. I'm sure. I haven't looked it up. But I'm sure the Pharaoh would have to position them. Why? Because in this area, it might be cloudy tonight. You might not be able to see it. I need one over there. So he can determine, you'll be able to see if I can't see here. All right? Keep going.
Good. The work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers.
All right, so this is talking about Christmas, man. But the point of what we're reading here is that the customs of the people are vain. They don't mean anything, man. And of course, people, they think that Christmas is important because, it was taught in the Christian church. 420 ain't taught in the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those same things. It's in the same vein as Christmas and Easter and Halloween and Valentine's Day and Thanksgiving. It's all the same. It's all pointless. It's the customs of the people. And the Lord taught us not to be dismayed at the signs of heaven. And that what they're doing, the things that they worship, or the things that they worry about or are dismayed about, or whatever, it's pointless. It's empty. It has no bearing, no standing. All right, jump past the tree and give me where it says. Customs the people that bang for one because share the forest. I need the part where it's saying that. Just keep going. I'll let you read through there. This shit. The heathen are dismayed by them. That part.
Okay. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. They are upright as a palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Neither also is it in them to do good. For as much as there is none like unto thee, O Lord, thou art great, and thy name is great in might. Who would not fear thee, O King of nations? For to thee doth it appertain, for as much as among all the wise men of the nations, and in all their kingdoms, there is none like unto thee.
Right. Like, meaning all this is to say that whatever they've got going on, it means nothing to us. And I brought up 420 because so many of our people, like, is as easy as it is to recognize that this is some bull crap. You know what I'm saying? That this is just a custom. I looked it up. And I was like, why? Because when I realized that, that's what the date was, and that's what I said, where the hell does this come from? So I looked it up. And when I looked it up, it basically said that they don't know where it comes from. There's a couple of options of what it could be. I don't know why, blah, blah, blah. But basically, nobody even knows why they do this. They said they gave an explanation of some high school students back in the 70s. It was just their custom, their habit to go out at 420 every day, I guess after school, and smoke. That was their thing, and then it became something else. The point that I'm trying to make is that every holiday, as frivolous as 420 is, Christmas is just as frivolous. You know what I'm saying? So is everything else. You don't know why you're doing what you're doing. The reason why you celebrate Christmas on that day that you celebrate it, it has no bearing. It is vain. It is pointless as hell. You know what I'm saying? It's a custom of the other nations. It's a custom of these other people. Meanwhile, I made the brother make sure to read why you are not eating leaven all week. There's a reason why, and a damn good reason why we do what it is we do. You know what I'm saying? The Lord saved us out of captivity. The Lord killed our enemies for us. This is why we do it. Our people struggled and sacrificed in the wilderness so that, our people would be saved. The whole nation would be saved. There's a reason why we do what we do. The things they do, they are completely pointless. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is especially to us, but most of them, even to them. Mm-hmm. Like, I know a couple of them are important to them. Most of them is goddamn fairy tales, Easter bunnies, and little naked angel babies that shoot heart arrows or whatever. Reindeers flying in the air and some fat man sliding down your chimney. It's a bunch of fairy tales. Their customs are vain. They are pointless. But what we celebrate is something different. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like 420, it is right on up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why it's not a national holiday, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? It's just as pointless and empty and vain as Christmas is. Right. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody's got the day off. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I should have got a day off today. for 420 just cuz. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how that, you know, so for us, brothers and sisters, you know what I mean? Like, do not take for granted, again, like us rehearsing the righteous acts and doing what the Most High said, because ours is worth something. Ours is worth your, you know, your life. Ours is worth you having a kingdom and you being out of the, you know, the conditions that we're in now. You know what I mean? So, you know, I mean, like we keep these, we rehearse the righteous acts, even though there is no law, there is no Levite here to make me do it. I do it anyway because I know our people did it at one time. Right. I know that me keeping the Passover does not make me righteous. I know that. I know it for sure that it does not justify me and make me all the way. It can't. There's no way it can. What I can do is love my brothers and sisters. Like, you know how many people came to, and somebody came to the Passover that's banned from coming to the Passover. Yeah, I got them up out of there quick. I got them up out of there real quick. You understand? But just because you come to the Passover don't make you righteous. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to treat your brothers and sisters the way the Most High. This is what's important. This is the spirit behind the law. The spirit behind the law is brotherhood. The spirit behind the law is that you treat your neighbor as you would treat yourself. You know what I'm saying? The reason why the Lord gave us the law of the feast of what's coming up? Feast of First Fruits, Feast of Tabernacles, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the Passover. You know why? Tell me why. Somebody tell me why. I almost gave you the answer.
Because the Most High said it.
That's correct. I said, tell me why he said it.
Because these are our cousins. These are what we do.
Mm-mm. Just gave you the answer. Okay. I hope y'all get it. I gotta work on my teaching skills. The reason why the Lord made us have a feast, this feast and that feast and whatever, is the same reason why you cannot bear false witness. It is why you cannot covet thy neighbor's wife or thy neighbor's ox or thy neighbor's ass or anything that is thy neighbor. Yeah.
So because you love your brother.
Brotherhood.
Brother.
That's why. The Lord gotta make niggas come together. You understand? Like it's like you're gonna have to do it at least once a year. Usually every year I see brothers I haven't seen since last Passover. But at least once a year, we all come together. You understand? I have to fight brothers to come right. We all live right here in Florida. I gotta fight brothers to be like, you can't take a day off. You've been in the truth for however many years. You don't know the holiday. We send a calendar out every year. You're gonna tell us, oh, I gotta slay. All right, no problem. Well, the Lord gave us laws to make you do it because you won't want to do it. You'll think that everything is more important than your brotherhood. That's what we are. And without these laws, we are shit to each other. We would not treat each other the way the Lord wants us to. We wouldn't treat our wives. You wouldn't treat your husbands. You wouldn't treat your kids how you're supposed to if it wasn't for these laws. You understand? And so even our parties, even our feasts, the high holy days, that's all it is. It's making you come together. It's making you argue. What happens at every other in the world when niggas get together? What happens?
They fight and shoot.
Every time. Every single time. It's just family. It's going to be a fight at Thanksgiving. Every year, your mama, your daddy, aunties, uncles, everything, everybody fight. Because we don't have this. You know what I'm saying? The white man telling us to come together, we got to come together. We got to do it. It's Thanksgiving. How you going to mess up the holiday season? Can't do that. But the Lord gave us our own. Partnered and paired with the law, statutes, and commandments that make us deal with each other the way we're supposed to. We go to him and he alone. You know what I'm saying? We gonna treat our neighbor as ourselves. Well, The rest of it, whatever other holidays, Thanksgiving, that shit's pointless. It's vain. It does not keep a nation together. It does not keep a family together. It does not keep, a husband and a wife together. Niggas divorce over the holiday season. You understand? Not in here. In here, we got the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, and that ain't happening. You understand? And so, like I said, 420 is just on the same. It's on the same damn thing. I got time for one more. Let me make sure. Yeah, I.S.U.P. was on it. I.S.U.P., man, I can't wait to get you out of camp, boy. I.S.U.P. gonna blaze. First time, boy, I'm telling you, he's going to tear the camp down. I'm gonna let that brother speak for about an hour. He got a ton on his chest. But you know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely right up. All right. Let's get who's the one I wanted to get? I don't even know. Y'all got something to add while I look for this? So what? I can't find it. I've been looking through this. I got sidetracked.
If I could, sir.
Okay.
Like, it's super heavy that, we go over these high holy days and what, what they represent in contrast to what the holidays, like Esau's holidays represent, because when we as, Blacks and Hispanics celebrate Esau's holiday, they're always celebrating the conquer over us, the death of us and having us in slavery. Whereas in the Bible, it's always celebrating, our freedom, our rulership over other nations and our conquering other nations. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we need this, way more than church, way more than a day off. You know what I'm saying?
And absolutely right, because like in retrospect, like being in the truth and now seeing, like the spirit behind the law and everything, like all of these other ones, 420 and Christmas and Thanksgiving, it's like in the fourth dimension, in the spiritual realm, it was set up to separate us,
Right.
To make us fight. Black Friday, we trample each other, you know what I'm saying? Whereas this is meant for, you know what I'm saying, you brothers know very well, you know what I'm saying, what you've always known since we came in the truth. We serve each other. We look out for each other. It's not about me. You know what I'm saying? Any Passover I've ever been to, I was always serving. You know what I'm saying? All of us do in some capacity, because we don't have servants anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's just us. That's all we got. So I look out for you. You're going to look out for me. You know what I mean? You're going to look out for this sister. That sister going to look out for you, and so on and so forth. These other so-called holidays, all it does is separate us from our power, from our God. It separates us from each other. You know what I'm saying? And every one of these shows the Most High, like I said, even without a Levite over us, that we love our power. We love him. You know what I'm saying? That's what you said we got to do. Well, shit, let me find a way to goddamn do it. I'm going to go and do it. You know what I'm saying? If my brother needs me, I don't feel like doing this. Let me go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the spirit, you know what I'm saying, behind all of this is, man. That brotherhood is the most important thing, because it is from the Most High. The Most High wants us to be together. He wants us to be separate from these other nations. You know what I'm saying? He don't want us to join in with them. He don't want us to be, like you said, joined up with somebody who celebrates the murder and the lynching and the rape and the theft of really anybody, but especially his own people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't steal. There's no law that says I can steal from white people or African people. I can't steal nothing. I can't murder nobody. No, I can't rape nobody. There's no law for that. Meanwhile, they celebrate it. They celebrate the theft and the rape and the murder and all of that. You know what I'm saying? What do we celebrate with our high holy days?
We celebrate the Most High. We celebrate the Most High freeing us.
Now put it all together. Give me one word. We celebrate the Most High. We celebrate the Most High freeing us. There's other things. What else do we celebrate? Celebrate the Lord giving us a good crop, a good harvest. You understand? We celebrate. So I guess your summation is we celebrate the Most High. I'll take it. But you know what I'm saying? Like how I look at it, like in the context that we were talking about, is that we're celebrating things that are just, things that are righteous. We celebrate righteousness, like justice. They celebrate wickedness, murdering. Ours is Passover. Everybody died. Firstborn. Justice. That was righteous. That was, we needed to be saved. You know what they was doing to us? Do you know what have you read a newspaper? Oh, no, not a newspaper. Have you read a blog lately? Have you read Google lately? Have you watched news lately? You know what they're doing to, hell, the other countries, but even more so what they're doing to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. I believe those brothers and sisters are still in cages on the border, right or wrong. Listen, meanwhile, millions of the Ukrainians are allowed over here, hundreds of thousands, whatever the hell the case is. You know what I'm saying? But they would sick horses and dogs and spray you with water hoses and murder you and all of that. Brother, it's justice. The things that happen unto these other people is justice. We ain't the Lord told us we can't even abhor an Edomite. I can't put my hands on it. I can't do nothing about it. I just gotta let the Lord, you know what I'm saying, work the thing out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not in rulership. I'm on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So listen, the best thing that you can do is cry unto the Most High is the best way. Like us doing what we're doing is like us crying to the Lord. It's like we're showing the Lord, like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I had known, you know what I'm saying? If this is my chance, I know. You know what I'm saying? So that the Lord will go and fight our enemies for us. You know what I'm saying? We don't got no nukes. We ain't got no tanks. We ain't got no stealth bombers. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a military. We ain't got a corner store. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have nothing. So the only thing that we got is us. You know what I'm saying? Like we what we got. And the only thing that we can do is change our lives. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep these high holy days. Let's rehearse the righteous acts. Let's, find a way to get you some unleavened bread every single day. Make sure, at the best of your abilities, that, you at least read the back of the package. I know it's rough. That is a hard thing to ask for somebody to goddamn read. Just read the back of the package, man. Learn what the leavening agents are. Listen, I don't mind y'all calling me, but stop calling me. Ask me I don't know all the leavening agents. I learned this a long time ago. I'm serious. I learned it. I forget every year. I've done this for years and years, y'all. I knew the leavening agents back and forth for 1, 2, 3 months. And then you forget. By the time Passover come back around again, you got to remember. I remember a couple of them, but that's about it. So you know how I deal with it, so I ain't got to stress. I just stay away from anything. If I don't cook it, you know what I mean? I'm not saying you have to, but it just makes life easier. Y'all can call me. I'm not saying stop calling me. I'm really playing. Y'all can call me. I'm not going to know. I'm going to tell you, look up leavening agents. I'm going to tell you to find out what leavening is and don't eat leaven. I'm going to tell you, Feast of First Fruits coming up. We ain't got no first fruits. You read about that. First fruits is when you bring in your harvest, you give the best of it, and before you eat any of it and touch it, you give it to the Lord. You give it to the men of the Lord. That's what first fruits is. Look, we ain't got none of that. We rehearse it right. We're going to have a feast. You know what I'm saying? the men in rank and order is gonna eat first. That's your first fruits right there. Before you eat. That's all I can tell you. The best we rehearsed the righteous act. That's all we got. You know what I'm saying? So you officers, you priests got anything?
Nah, sir.
All right, solid. All right, man. Sister said, if it's one or two ingredients, you're good. I never listen, man. Come on, man. Everybody good. Listen, that's all you need. You need some salt, some pepper, and a base. That's all you need, man. Shoot. Go make your own stuff, man. Esau got a ton of stuff, man. You can make some cake if you want to. I had a delicious cake. It was butterscotch with a little drizzle on it. It was fluffy. It tasted the bomb. You can make it if you want to, but in the meantime, I don't even eat bread. In the meantime, make your unleavened bread cakes. If anybody needs the recipe, hit me up. Nakamaya hit me with Officer Nakamaya hit me with a hardcore recipe. One of the sisters asked me for it. I sent it to her. You know what I'm saying? You know, if y'all want the recipe, I'll shoot it out to y'all. But other than that, we'll be here Saturday night. Y'all can come as early as damn noon. Just let me know. Give me the heads up. We'll be in the building. We'll do the Sabbath service starting at 7. Get with Officer Yehiza for the potluck, whatever we need to bring. You know, do it up. Drinks, food, the best of everything. That night we can eat bread. So we back in the game. All right. So with that. The water again, I can't thank y'all enough, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a glorious Passover that we had, man. And it was an honor, you know what I'm saying, to rock with y'all, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, be co-host with y'all, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, the whole Florida experience for everybody. It seemed like everybody had a good time, and that's all I wanted, man. And, you know, everything I asked of, you know, these officers, everything I asked of these sisters, you know, y'all came through, you know, in a big way. So I gotta make it up to you. I'm gonna find a way, you know what I'm saying, in this captivity. I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna take y'all on a cruise or something. You gotta figure it out. But it was excellent, you know what I'm saying. I couldn't see, you know, being in Florida without my brothers and sisters, man. So we out. Good with y'all Saturday. No camp. We'll be here Saturday. All damn day. Shalom. Y'all Bashim Yah Shabbat Kata. Y'all Shabbat Kata Bashim Yah Shah.